My baby daddy refused to pay for my meal, even though we both ended up eating at the same restaurant. My daddy was there with our son. Once I realized that he was there, I thought to myself, like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for him to pay for the other two kids that I'm with, even though he is not the father.
Just because he is my stepson, it doesn't mean that I need to do anything for him.
Stepkids are a burden, okay? And I told my husband that if he doesn't stop providing for his children, that I will divorce him. So no, I do not buy my stepson Easter baskets. I don't buy him birthday presents. I don't buy him Christmas presents because he's not my child. Am I the only one that sends my stepson home with an invoice every time he comes to my house? I have 6 kids and 6 baby daddies. And if one of the dads comes over to pick up his son, his daughter, and they have like something planned or anything like that, they have to take their siblings with them, even though they're not their kid.
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we're going to look at this lady to which has a problem with her stepson, and also the fact that she wants her baby daddy to take all of her children, but to find that those children are not the baby daddy's children. The baby daddy only came to take one of his child to go and eat out, but eventually this mother wants the baby daddy to take the rest of these children, to which are not his children. I don't know how does it work, but despite that, guys, please like so that this video can reach to more people. And despite that, let's look at these videos and then we'll be right back with our own thoughts.
My baby daddy refused to pay for my meal, even though we both ended up eating at the same restaurant yesterday. So I went to go out to eat yesterday with 2 of my kids, and I noticed that my baby daddy was there with our son. Once I realized that he was there, I thought to myself, like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for him to pay for the other 2 kids that I'm with, even though he is not the father. Like, if you are already at the same place where I'm eating at, why can't you pay for me and my son's other brothers? You're already paying for him. So I called the waiter over and I'm like, hey, put my tab on his tab. And then my baby daddy comes over to our table and he's like, I'm not paying for your meal or for those 2 other kids because they are not mine. So I'm like, okay, bet, since you're refusing to pay for at least the kids, because I'll cover myself. I got the 2 kids and I sat them down at his table and I left. Yes, I left my other 2 kids that he is not the father of and left them at his table. You are not going to take out my son to eat and only pay for him. Like, you saw that we were there. Why not, be a man and be like, hey, you know what? I'll cover your tab as well. Because, you're the mother of my kid and those are my son's brothers. I swear these fathers be doing the bare minimum.
So just because he is my stepson, it doesn't mean that I need to do anything for him. I don't need to cook for my stepson. I don't need to buy him anything because he's not my child. He is not part of my family. He's part of my husband's family. Now, just because I don't cook for my stepson doesn't mean that he doesn't eat. There's a pantry full of food and a fridge and freezer full of food. He can make anything he wants. I'm just not going to go out of my way to cook for him. He needs to learn his position in my house, and that is a stepson. You don't get the same privilege that my children get, okay? If he needs anything, that's for his father or for his mother to get for him. My responsibility is only my children.
My stepkids are a burden, okay? And I told my husband that if he doesn't stop providing for his children, that I will divorce him. So I have 3 stepkids. My husband has 3 kids from a previous marriage, obviously. And let me tell you, those kids do not stop asking for things. They constantly want money. They constantly want this, want that, new shoes, new clothes. Like, you guys have a mother. Why don't you tell her to buy this for you? Every time they come to my house, they're eating every damn thing that's in the refrigerator and the pantry, anything that you could think of. They're always using everything. And I'm honestly sick and tired of that. It's to the point where I told my husband, it's either me or those damn kids. And those kids, my stepchildren, are ruining our marriage. They come to my house, they want to be disrespectful. They want to leave a mess anywhere in any room that they're in. I am honestly fed up with it. I honestly didn't sign up for this, okay? I have my own kids. I don't need to take care of other children that are not mine. I can't stand them. I really can't. So no, I do not buy my stepson Easter baskets. I don't buy him birthday presents. I don't buy him Christmas presents because he's not my child. I don't need to acknowledge him for any holiday. My stepson doesn't even deserve any of that because he is disrespectful. So am I the only one that sends my stepson home with an invoice every time he comes to my house? So my stepson spent his summer vacation here at my home, unfortunately. And yes, I did charge him for everything that he used at my house while he was here. The invoice wasn't even that much. It came out to $520. And let me do a breakdown for you. I charged my stepson for the food that he ate at my house, which that was $250. The toilet paper, the shampoo, the conditioner, the soap, all that stuff, $35. While he was here, he used the Wi-Fi, and obviously he used water to take a shower and all that stuff, so he needed to contribute for that. Wi-Fi was $25, water was $55. I had to charge him for the toothpaste and the toothbrush because he didn't come prepared. His mom didn't pack him any of those things, so that was $5. And then obviously I had to charge for babysitting because I'm not taking care of him for free. He is not my child. My responsibility is not to watch over him. So I charged $150 for babysitting, which to me is very cheap because I could have charged a lot more for that. I have 6 kids and 6 baby daddies. And if one of the dads comes over to pick up his son, his daughter, and they have like something planned or anything like that, they have to take their siblings with them, even though they're not their kid. Today, one of my kids' fathers came to pick up his son to take him back to school shopping. So I told him, you're gonna take all the other 5 kids with you, right? And buy all their supplies as well? He looked at me like if I was crazy. I'm like, if you do for one, you have to do for all of them. I don't care if they're not biologically yours. There are still your son's siblings. He was also going to take his son to the movies after. And I'm like, yes, so you need to take all of them back to school shopping and then take them to the movies. He's like, are you at least going to give me money for them? And I said, no, that's your responsibility as a step parent. You decided to get with someone that has multiple children. This is what you're supposed to do. It literally takes a village, and you are the village right now. I don't care if the other kids are not yours. If you're doing for one, you're going to do for all of them.
Okay, so when I look at these videos, it also reminds me of this video to which I also came across. So let's check it out and then we'll look at the comments.
Do you know that I would have never dated, I never dated a man with the child, and I had a child. That was and it's a preference thing. It's not even being selfish or anything. Like, I don't prefer it, and that's that. And so I won't go for those people. There's too many people. So I didn't want someone with a child, and not because I hated their children or I would never know what to do with their children. It was just a preference thing. And I have a right to have preferences on what, or who the person, or on who I want to date, and what I want them to have or not. You know, the same way girls say, I don't want a man without a car, without money. Same with me. I would have never dated someone with a child, and for my own reasons.
So let's check out a couple of comments to which I came across. So one of these comments says that is wrong. He shouldn't have to pay for you and your 2 kids, case you are not with him anymore. To which I believe that, which is the case. I mean, like, why should I pay for kids that are not mine? And also, we are no longer together. I might as well pay for the only kids to which is mine. If he is only paying for his kid, he has no obligation whatsoever to pay for the kids' siblings. And it wouldn't surprise me if he steals the money he demands to be reimbursed for that not kids. What he's trying to say is not his responsibility to pay for the kids to which are not his. She is so selfish. And then over here, well, why should he pay for your children that aren't his kids? Because you don't pay for your stepson. So stop thinking you are entitled for us going back to her not loving his stepson at all. I mean, like, you have a problem with my stepson, okay? So why would you want me to pay for the kids? I mean, like, I'm married to you. Why should I pay for the kids that are not mine? You see, But on the other hand, for my stepson, you don't want to pay for anything. I should pay for him. Like the part where she mentions that she would invoice her stepson, like that's ludicrous in what she just mentioned. Like, how can you give a stepson a invoice telling him so this is how much that you need to pay up, or maybe he should give it to the father so that he can look at it, and then after that the father can just tear up that invoice and throw it in the trash can. You know what I mean? So this comment says, if her own child was in the same situation, should be telling us that is wrong. I believe that. That's why they're saying that she is so selfish. You think for your own but not thinking for others. Like, how does that work? So basically, your ex-husband doesn't have to pay for your kids, which is true. Your baby daddy is not obligated to pay for kids to which are not his, because he never birthed these kids, so why should he pay for the kids to which are not his? You're the only mother that does send these invoice. You shouldn't be sending it at all. You're supposed to take the son in as one of your own, as your husband would have done with all your other children. And she brags that she has 6 kids. So we can assume that all of these other kids are from previous marriages, and the husband took in her kids as his own. So why would she do this to the husband's stepson? But despite that, guys, comment below on your thoughts in terms of what you think about her coming with all these ridiculous demands, Despite that, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. Let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.